Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here, Safi Financial Network, August 19, 2025. All right, S&P 500, we got kind of like a correction again continuing today, and we got red bar, future market red as well. So if we take out this SMA 20, we are going to go all the way down potentially to this double bottom here around 6,200, which is coming along with SMA 50 as well, 6,256. But I would say ultimately we are kind of like a heading down all the way to this area, 59 to 6,000 area, 5,900, 6,000 for a nice healthy correction to the downside. And that would be the best scenario for the next rally or year-end rally all the way up to 7,000 area. So we'll see how it goes. But all in all, I should say market is reversing to the downside daily, weekly. Everything is signaling for a downside move. So we will see how it goes with that one. Moving on to Nasdaq. Nasdaq is the same. It's going down. Actually, Nasdaq started taking out this SMA 20, and we are already in kind of like a short-term downside move. However, still we are above this trend line. So if we take out this trend line and if we take out this August low, I would say all the way down to 21,000 area. So I would say it's very, very similar scenario that we are seeing before. If Nasdaq leading to the downside, this means technology is going to flowing out of money, and money is going to flowing back to some heavy value names or dividend payers like Dow Jones Industrial. So Dow just got a doji consolidation here. It's kind of like a bullish consolidation at a new all-time high. So it's pretty nice and clean. Money is flowing into some heavy value names, banks, and healthcare names as well. So we will see if Dow tripping up to new all-time high. We shouldn't be surprised at all. Even if it goes to the corrective move, that's gonna be a shallow correction. It's not gonna be a huge one, I would say, compared to Nasdaq and S&P. Moving on to gold. Gold is down, and gold is getting downside. I kind of like in that camp that still we are in a bigger range consolidation. As long as we are above this July 30th bottom, we are in a bullish momentum within this consolidation, and we should see some kind of like getting back to the upside. If we take out this low, we're going to go all the way down potentially to a lower low, and that's going to be a game changer for gold. All in all, I should say gold can get back to the upside, and we may see some kind of like a nice rally all the way to the upside. This is a daily chart. Daily chart still, we are above this SMA 100, and as long as we are doing good above this, as I said, July low, that would be kind of like the bullish signal, because we are seeing a low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and all of them tackling this all-time high. So this means we are just getting back to the upside, if we get back to the upside for a testing new all-time high, and then getting back to bullish momentum for a brand new all-time high. But at the same time, this is a kind of like a scary point for the bulls, because we got a lower high here, and if we take out this low, this means a lower high, lower low, and getting all the way down to 3,100 to 3,200. So we will see. We will see how it goes. But all in all, even if it goes down here, I'm going to be buyer on gold, just because gold, especially after rate cut in September, and after that, we should see a nice rally to the upside. Jackson Hole Symposium is going to be on Friday, and everyone just eyeing on that one as well to see what Powell is going to say about the monetary policy. Moving on to silver. Silver today, we got a downtick, and they're going all the way down to test this SMA 50 on $37. And if it gets down, I would say that's going to be the bigger kind of like a trend line here, because this is going to be the neckline, and this neckline is breaking to the downside. So that would be kind of like a head and shoulder here, and we can go all the way down to 32, 33, and that would be the area that I accumulate more silver if that happens. So we'll see how it goes with that one. Moving on to crude. Crude, everyone is just like keep an eye on geopolitical negotiation between Russia, Ukraine, and European Union, and also President Trump as well, United States. So you see that here is just forming the bottom here. Seems like the negativity again coming back to those negotiations from Kremlin. And we will see if that happens. We should see crude is going to spike up all the way to 80 and then 90. So we will see how it goes if that one happens. Moving on to Bitcoin. Bitcoin already uh, send us a sell signal. You see that here's a nice double top here and then getting back to the downside. That's why I'm saying technology is leading on the downside, especially Bitcoin as well. Ethereum is the same going down, and Ethereum can go all the way down to here for a testing again another time for a next rally. Bond yield is just forming a double bottom here, getting back to the upside. But even if it goes upside, I'm not sure if it gets above 4%. That's why TLT is forming very, very nice bullish momentum here. This is kind of like the beginning of the bond. And I would say bond can be a rock star year end as well. So this means potentially 2026 is going to be bond market, which means recession is very, very close in 2026, 2027. Dixie is just getting back to the upside. We still see kind of like a reverse head and shoulder here. We may see some kind of like an optic. I'm not sure if it gets above 100 level. Lower dollar is coming after a couple bounces there. VIX just getting back to the upside, $15. Apple is just forming a bullish consolidation. But if market goes down, especially technology world, Apple can go down to 214, 212 as well. Amazon is the same, just getting back to the downside. It's forming a lower high here. If you take out this low, it can go all the way down to 200 here. Meta is the same, getting back to the downside sharply today after new all-time high. So Meta ultimately can go down all the way 640 to 650. So we'll see how it goes. Microsoft is the same, going down 509, and it's one of those names that are leading to the downside. The trend line is already broken up, and this one can go all the way down to 467. It's pretty close to 500 as well. Google, the same. It's just forming a pretty nice rounding top here. But if we take out this 187, 188, that's going to be scary going all the way down to 170 to 176. Still, Google, after last year, since July 24, look at this. It doesn't go anywhere. And it's one of the cheapest among the Max 7. So this is pretty good stock if you want to own for investment. Netflix getting back to a downside, I would say ABC correction. This B is completed and we are getting into C wave going down. Potentially, we are going all the way down, even sub 1,000 level. Tesla, it's forming a bullish consolidation here, but if market goes down, Tesla can go down to 300, 315, even 309. So we will see how it goes. But if Tesla goes below 300, that's going to be scary because this one is going all the way back down to 200, 220. I'm not sure if that happens, but the Tesla usually goes contrary or opposite side of the market. See if that happens again. Semiconductor index. So this is one of the important sector actually that was kind of like a market driven to the upside. Look at that after April low. And right now we are seeing a very strong signal on the bear side. So if it takes out this 279, I think it's going to go all the way down to 240, 250. Stocks the same here. It can go down here. And I believe that NVIDIA, look at the engulfing at the top. This is a second engulfing at the top here. So we can go all the way down to 150. AMD 5% to the downside. If you take out 156, which I believe it's going to happening, ultimately it's going to go down all the way to here to 130 to $140 per sure. Taiwan Semiconductor, this is a topping formation. It can go all the way down to 190, 195. Texas Instrument, I know it was positive. It's just getting to the gap. But if the industry goes down, it can roll over to downside as well for the final phase of correction. Lam Research actually jumped up today after last 2 days correction. But I would say this is going to be just the dead cat bounce, and the next level is going to be $80 to $85. Moving on to the bank's financials, XLF is just forming a very well right now. It's just holding up nicely. But if market just put pressure on the sell side, it can go lower as well. KBE the same here. KRE the same here. Bullish consolidation. JP Morgan, this is consolidation. Nothing happening there. Goldman Sachs, it's just going down here as well. So Goldman can go lower to 600 to 620. Bank of America is just getting back to the upside nicely. This is a bigger kind of like a bull flag if you want to just make a case here. And this is another bull flag and make a case here. So you see that there are a couple bull flags there, but if we take out this high, we can trigger a very nice momentum to the upside. So see how it goes with the banks. As I said, Dow Jones actually formed very nicely. because Dow is full of heavy value names, banks, and the other names as well. So we will see how it goes. Wells Fargo is just getting back to the upside today, still consolidating here. If you take out this 72, it can go all the way down to fill this gap around 66. Gold miners, they're getting back to the downside. And this is kind of like the warning sign for gold, because if this doesn't flip to the upside, it would be very scary for the gold, and it can just lead to the downside. So we'll see. GDXJ, the same here. It's kind of like a selling pressure all the way entire session. AEM, the same scenario. It can go all the way down to 120, 124. Newmont, the same bullish consolidation seems like fail. And 56, 54 could be the potential scenario. XLE, which is energy market spider, just consolidating here on this trend line here. Usually it consolidates, but getting back to the upside. The upside is going to be limited to 90. And Exxon today, we just got institutional kind of like a base forming to the upside. So if that continues, it's going to be rocketing to the upside. I would say 112, 114 easily to challenge this trend line again. So we'll see how it goes. All right, folks, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel. Have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.